Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Colleagues, if Americans were looking for relief from high energy bills and the crushing cost of living, they shouldn't look to the GOP-controlled Congress. Republicans in this committee have not offered one single bill that would lower costs. In fact, their policies have made it worse. Despite the urgings of advocates all across the political spectrum, Republicans ended tax credits, rebates, and incentives to lower electricity costs while cheering the Trump administration's sabotage of cleaner, cheaper energy. Now, after shutting down the House of Representatives for almost 2 months to avoid addressing the health care crisis and to dodge a vote to release the Epstein files, Republicans are offering nothing of substance to tackle the crushing cost of living. Meanwhile, household electricity prices are up 11% this year. 1 in 3 households is cutting back on basic necessities to afford their energy bills. At least 102 electric and gas utilities have either raised or proposed higher rates. That will go into effect next year. The Joint Economic Committee minority just released an analysis that says on average, they project that American households will pay approximately $100 more per household in electricity costs this year. In Kentucky, it's $190. In Ohio, $160. So what are Republicans offering today? Any policies to lower the cost of living? No, they are taking away important tools that help consumers save money, like energy-efficient appliances and code upgrades. Republicans argue that energy efficiency increases costs. Of course, that's not true. The Energy Policy and Conservation Act explicitly requires standards to result in significant energy conservation and be technologically feasible and economically justified. This committee actually should be doing more to help our neighbors back home save money through energy efficiency, because studies show that household electric upgrades like rooftop solar and storage or heat pumps that replace electric resistance heating could meet 100% of the projected energy demand growth from data centers while cutting bills for families and strengthening the grid. Appliance standards save households more than $500 in energy bills each year. And it's projected that homeowners will save $15,000 for homes built using the updated building codes compared to the old ones. Efficiency standards reduce more energy waste than any other federal initiative, and they work in tandem with federal programs like the Weatherization Assistance Program, which helps households save money on their electric bills and make homes more resilient to extreme weather. That's why Representative Tonko's bill that would reauthorize and update this program is so important, and I encourage the committee to advance it. There are concrete ways we can reduce the cost of living and inflation right now, especially relating to energy. Congress should address Trump's arbitrary and illegal tariffs that are increasing costs on products like steel and aluminum that underpin the energy system. Republicans could join us in pushing back on the White House bailout of the coal industry as the Trump administration funnels more than $600 million to dying, uneconomic plants as they make it harder to build out the resilient grid we need to drive down cost and power growing data center demand. And I'm not kidding about this. The Department of Energy canceled a $4.9 billion loan guarantee for the Grain Belt Express, which, if you haven't heard of it, it's a large-scale transmission line across the Midwest that was designed to deliver low-cost power. That's insane, really, isn't it? And last month, the Grid Deployment Office canceled 25 awards, including $464 million in grid resilience and innovation partnerships funding for transmission lines. Why take us backwards? Why make life more expensive for our neighbors back home when we should be working together to lower the cost of living? As our neighbors back home struggle with skyrocketing electric bills, this committee should be working together to lower costs and solve problems. They deserve so much better than what this committee is offering. I yield back my time.